High school football is back. This is ET Final Score.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into week 4 of the high school football season, and it's one of the, believe it or not, slowest Fridays we've ever had around here. 220 teams in the state of Texas, including a lot of our East Texas teams, had their bye week this Friday. Don't worry, that only means we get to cover some schools that we don't get to see as much, and that's a good thing right there. To be a part of the show, it's all about Twitter, folks. That is the new thing to do. Not really that new. Just go at ET Final Score or at Eric Sully. Post us your scores. We're looking for Alba Golden, by the way, so please get that one to us. Also, you can send us your pictures, vines, cheerleaders, fans, all that good stuff. So get involved by going to our Twitter page. All right, we start with Class 2A tonight. That's right, 2A, because most of all of these 6 and 5A teams in East Texas are off tonight, but not Big Sandy and Carlisle. Both teams unbeaten and going into Wildcat Stadium tonight. Somebody was going to be 4-0 before district play would get here. To the highlights we go early on. Carlisle's Dalton Sanders. Now, this is how you start a game right here. Keeps it himself, getting into the end zone. 7-0 Fighting Indians. Here comes Sean Isaac to Seth Burke. Isaac, touchdown ball. What a catch right there. Unbelievable. Then Isaac's going to go back into the air, this time hitting Jordan Womack. Got it, Jordan. What a catch right there. Further view says he did catch it. We are tied 7-7. Lots of sloppy turnovers the rest of the first quarter. Sanders has a fumble right here. Wildcats recover. Then Isaac picked off by Jose Servin. Good job, Jose, right there. He returned it for a touchdown, but it was waved off due to penalty right there. Here we go. Second quarter, Sanders doing what he does, breaking the long run. 14-7. Carlisle with the lead in this one. More Carlisle. Sanders just having an incredible game. This time he's going to go to Mr. Rico Perales. Rico then would take it in for the score. It's 21-7. Carlisle is just putting it to Big Sandy. They don't know what hit him up there at Wildcat Stadium. And then 28-7. It's going to be Sanders again just before the first half, and there he goes. Big time touchdown. It's 35-7 at the half, and what a victory for Carlisle as we check the final score. 52-34. Congratulations to the Fighting Indians. With reaction to their big win, we go back out to Wildcat Stadium. That's where CBS 19's Jeff Schaefer has been all game long and has this post-game report.
Eric, huge win for the Carlisle Indians, 52-34 over Big Sandy as Carlisle remains undefeated. Now, I'm joined now by Dalton Sanders. And Dalton, first of all, talking about you're filling in for Colin Gray, who went down with an injury. Were you nervous going into this game? Because you didn't look like it out on the field.
Well, I was absolutely nervous, but I knew my family needed me out there on the field, and I knew I would want to step up for Colin and Kanan Wimberly. He's also injured on the sidelines for a while. But I definitely want to step up for them and just having to turn out.
Did the nerves go away a little bit once you actually got onto the field?
Oh, yeah. After the first play of offense, I was good. After that, I was pretty chill. And went smooth. I kind of thought first drive we scored, so I thought it went pretty smooth.
Just talk about the feeling right now, you know, a big win over Big Sandy, and you guys are sitting here 4-0.
Yeah, we're 4-0, and we know we got a big game next week, so we'll go in, our coaching staff, and a lot of key players going on the weekends. We'll study for the next game and keep going.
All right, Dalton, thank you so much. Congrats on the win. 4 touchdowns for Dalton Sanders, 2 for the guy to my right, Rico Perales. Rico, just talk to me. First of all, I want to ask you about your quarterback, the guy I just spoke to. How impressive is it to see him, you know, step in and play so well in this game tonight?
Well, I was very impressed. I mean, it's kind of hard, you know. You're starting wide receiver coming in as a quarterback, but he pulled it off. I don't know how he did it, but he pulled it off.
Did you just have, I mean, you know, a week of preparation essentially? I mean, but was the chemistry kind of, did it click pretty quickly?
Oh, it clicked real quickly. He just stepped up and filled the shoes, you know. It was greater than what we thought it was going to be.
How much momentum does this team have right now as you stay undefeated?
Right now we have a lot of momentum, but we're just going to get prepared for the next game. We got a big game ahead of us next week. We're just preparing for the next one.
All right, Rico, thanks so much. Congrats on the win. So, Eric, again, Carlisle Indians stay undefeated. They're 4-0, and they just keep rolling right along.
All right, thank you so much there, Jeff Schaefer, and congratulations to Carlisle. Let's go to Henderson now. They welcomed in a smaller school with a ton of tradition tonight, the Newton Eagles. The Lions pounded Rusk last Friday 39-0, but Coach Castles and his guys had their hands full tonight trying to get to 4-0 on the season, but they're playing some steady defense first. Look at the big hit here by the Lion defense. That is a Gabe Foster fumble right there. Lions recover. Now they are hope. That was Labrador Garrett with the recovery. Now Matt Childress is going to go up top to Tristan Ebner. Hands of gold there. 25-yard touchdown reception on the two-point conversion. Ebner's going to get in the Wildcat, find his good buddy Lynn Freeney. Swings it out to there. He gets it in 8-0. Henderson with the lead, but check out this. Brock Barbay to Tanner Holmes, and we've got a trick play. Gets it downfield to Gabe Foster. I love it. You got to get creative in high school football. This time it's going to be Barbay handing off to his good buddy Jordan Hanks, but it's recovered. Another fumble. Henderson gets the ball down. Then Julio Cervantes, 31-yard field goal. It is 11-8 at half, but Henderson will get it together in that second half. As we check the scoreboard, it is going to be the Lions 32-8 over Newton, 4-0 for Henderson. Kilgore Bulldogs hosting Texas High tonight. Our American State Bank Player of the Week, Jacorius Smith, starting off the right way. Look at the punch when he comes out of that backfield. Big-time run, but they would turn the ball over, and Texas High would make them pay. Cade Pearson, beautiful pass downfield in traffic, but his good buddy Quan Hampton hauling it in for the score. 7-0 Texas High with the lead. Patrick Jackson for Kilgore, trying to get it back, but overthrows this man, Jerry Reitner. Right place, right time. And then Jacardi Witcher for the Tigers. Look at this little guy right here. Is he just a tough guy to take down or what? Gets to the 1-yard line. He would score, so it's 14-0. But here come the Kilgore Red Dogs right before halftime. Patrick Jackson. He's going to get this pass downfield. Jonathan Shepard, wow, in traffic, hauls it in. That is the biggest play of the game so far for the Kilgore Bulldogs. Cheerleaders, including Sloan right there, very happy. Her dad's Coach Hobright at Kilgore College. Now Patrick Jackson fighting his way inside the 5-yard line. Then keep your eyes on this play. Jackson passed Jonathan Shepard off the fingertips right into the hands of Cole Wood. Incredible play. Play of the night nominee, no doubt about it. And that will get the Bulldogs rolling. Thank you, Cole Wood. And look at the dramatic comeback. Bulldogs upset Texas High. That is a huge win for Coach Wood and company. 21-17 is your final score. Waiting on Marshall Maverick highlights, so let's show the scoreboard right now. Taking on Arkansas High, and Marshall is off to a very good start, 56-28. Remember, we will get those highlights to you as soon as they come in. Friday nights are pretty wild. Also waiting on this one, Carthage and Kilgore. Carthage and Gladewater. It was back and forth, back and forth. This game played over at Carthage, and the Bulldogs take down the Bears 29-28. We will get those to you ASAP. Well, the Gilmer Buckeyes have just owned Dangerfield the past few years. Let's see what happened tonight, this time around at Jeff Traylor Stadium. Zach Spears passes to Zahn Heast, and Heast goes into the end zone. Buckeye touchdown, 7-0. But hey, Dangerfield says, you know what, I'm sick and tired of Gilmer beating us all the time. Ricky Lee, the quarterback, runs the ball in for the touchdown. We are tied at 7, but Mr. Spears not done. He's going to drop back, go right to his right side. Kelton Collier gets it. What a great pick play, and look at him bounce out of trouble. Unbelievable play that would set up this right here. You got to love the good old Statue of Liberty right there. Fakes it out. Kelton Collier cuts it back up to the middle. Touchdown, Gilmer Buckeyes, and they take advantage of this one and continue to roll. Final score, 43-27. What a great victory for Gilmer as they get ready for the all-important district side of things. Now, earlier this week, number 1 Mineola in action. They got that number 1 ranking, and here we go to the highlights early on. We've got Caden Bennett to Sloan Rodberg, and Sloan does a great job on that Mineola defense for Wills Point. Big gain, but the laundry was out on the field. Bring it back, and then Jeremiah Crawford in that running game, led by the Anderson twins up front. Chance Perkins, you're not going to catch that kid. First touchdown of the first half. It's 7-0. More Chance. Look at him go left. Put on the brakes. Fake out everybody from Wills Point. Another big touchdown in this one. And those Yellow Jackets are not scared of being number 1 in Class 3A Division I. They take it. Final score in this one, 35-17, your final. Glad to have Chris Perry from the Tyler Paper and etfinalscore.com website with us via phone. And Chris, very rarely do we get you not at a Robert E. Lee game, but I think you enjoyed watching the number 1 team in Class 3A tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, they were very impressive. And not on the highlights that you just showed, Noah Snead had 3 interceptions for Mineola, and he really turned the tide. He almost had a pick six. He would have had 4 interceptions, but actually tipped off his hands. He was already heading towards the end zone before he caught the ball, and Wills Point actually got like a 12-yard pass reception out of that. But Noah Snead was amazing, and they also got a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Courtney Hansen. So just so many different weapons that Mineola had. Their defense was very, very stout, too. I thought Wills Point played a good physical football game and tried to do what they could do. It's just too much Mineola in the end.
Chris, from your vantage point, this is the first game you've got to cover them. I thought, having that #1 ranking might make them a little slow out of the gates, and that wasn't the case, was it?
Well, no, actually, I think they were a little slow out of the gates. They didn't do very much in their first couple drives. It wasn't until Noah Snead got that first interception that kind of got the team rolling, and then they got 1 touchdown, and it just snowballed from there. They had a 21-10 lead at halftime, made it 28-10 right there at the start of the third quarter. Wills Point, did what they could to try to make it a game, but once Courtney Hansen took that kickoff back, it was over.
Chris, good to have you on a different team, and a great job as always. We enjoyed chatting with you. Be careful driving home from Mineola, okay, buddy? All right, Chris Perry there. And real quickly, bad blow for Chris Perry's team he covers every Friday, Robert E. Lee. They had a great start to the game, taking on their first district opponent, Garland Saxe. This is your young man, Mr. Chance Amy, starting at quarterback for the injured Zach Hall. They had a great start to the game, but boy, bad ending. 35-0 run by Saxe to end the game. The final score, 66-41. Robert E. Lee 0-1 in district play. All right, a couple scores for you. Bullard, not a good night for them. They lose 33-7 to China Springs. Spring Hill at Canton tonight. The Eagles victorious 35-13. All right, first break happening right now. You're looking live as Courtney zooms in to the big board there. All the scores on etfinalscore.com. Live updates. Some games still in progress. We'll be right back with more highlights.